In early January of this year, a previously unheard of account by the name of AlexBaby97 uploaded a video to TikTok that skyrocketed the account to a level of virality only dreamed of by most TikTokers. The video? Just Alex, a mother of 3, plating breakfast for her 1-year-old daughter. But to say the video rubbed people the wrong way would be an understatement. And it didn't stop there. From then on, everything about Alex's videos, from how clean she kept her house, to her parenting style, to her love life, caused viewers to become increasingly concerned for her children's safety. But still, millions of people were unable to look away. That was until recently. Someone allegedly close to the family has come forward, shedding a light on what might really be going on off camera, with allegations so severe that Alex was forced to respond. So join us as we separate rumors from facts and investigate whether or not Alex is not only the worst mom on TikTok, but a mother who is unfit to raise her children. You can't please everyone. This is a lesson every mother learns in their own time, whether it's through a well-meaning relative, a preachy blog post, or at the hands of an internet troll. And so long as the virtual wars waged over formula versus breast milk and homeschool versus public continue, there seems to be no end to this unsolicited advice, especially online. Still, momfluencers brave the unforgiving internet to show us what motherhood really looks like, one candid moment at a time.
When I was coming down the stairs, my 4-year-old son looks at me and goes, "Wow, Mom, you look so pretty. I love your green pants and your squiggly butt."
Her in the mouth.
Because she was about to hit me.
Do you love Mommy?
No.
Oh.
And as the subject of today's video proves, these strives towards authenticity,
I started this page to be able to be relatable for other moms so that they didn't feel alone,
can backfire. And so, without further ado, meet the woman who's been named most reported, most unhealthy, and all-around worst mom on TikTok, Alexandra Sable. Or, as her viewers know her, AlexBaby97. As Mom Talk's latest rising star, Alex has already made quite the name for herself online after climbing from 30,000 to over 300,000 followers in just 6 months. Growth that, according to her social blade, shows no signs of stopping. But who is this blossoming influencer? Well, just a quick scroll through her page and you'll find yourself more than familiar with the Cliff Notes version of her life, where key points include: Alex is 26 years old, lives in North Carolina, and is currently raising her daughter 2-year-old Bella along with her 4-year-old Brooklyn and 7-year-old Jace, both of whom she shares partial custody of with their biological father.
Hi, how are you? Hiya.
However, the kids aren't the only triad in the household.
I am in a throuple. I have a girlfriend and a boyfriend. It is a 3-way relationship, so I am dating her, I am dating him. They are dating each other, and they are both dating me.
The story goes that after Alex and her boyfriend of 4 years, James, briefly split in October, he began talking to an ex-flame, Danny. Then, when James and Alex discussed reconciling, Danny had James propose a mutually beneficial scenario for all 3.
I'm the one who brought up to Jamie, what about a throuple? So then we brought it up to this lovely person, and she's like, "Well, we can do that." Yep, because she liked me, and I liked her, and he's here.
Yet it wasn't Alex's unconventional relationship that was responsible for her recent influx in viewers. No, her success was all thanks to a little creativity in the kitchen. And now, you can express your own culinary creativity in the cutest new baking game that everyone's talking about. Thanks to today's sponsor, Love and Pies, a merge game where you combine cakes, cookies, coffees, and more to create treats that keep your customers coming back for more. With every successful level, you'll unlock new recipes and earn rewards that can be used to design the cafe to your liking. You'll be joining Amelia's journey, a single mother who leaves the busy city to revive her family's countryside cafe. But drama unfolds immediately as the cafe is found ablaze and Amelia's mom is mysteriously missing. What we adore about Love and Pies isn't just the visually pleasing gameplay where we merge cute items to renovate the cafe, it's the juicy storyline packed with secrets, mystery, and small-town gossip. Every session is a new twist to uncover the truth about the fire and Amelia's missing mom. All while you're caught between flirting with a high school sweetheart and competing against a rival cafe. And the best part, Love and Pies is free to download, with no ads to interrupt your gameplay. So, if you're like us and can't resist a good story, plus a bit of sleuthing without the real-life drama, you'll find yourself hooked. Ready to dive into the world of pretty pastries and intriguing tales? Download Love and Pies today and join Amelia and the cheeky locals in unfolding the drama of the Windmill Cafe. Now, back to the story. Alex's first taste of online fame came in early January, with a video where she plated breakfast for her 23-month-old daughter. The premise alone wasn't exactly cutting edge for mom talk, where school lunches, creatively cut veggies, and homemade junk food alternatives make up a large portion of content. The meal Alex prepared, however, well, that was something unique enough to attract almost 30 million views. 3 powdered mini donuts cut into bite-sized pieces, a Mott's applesauce pouch, and there it was. Voila, breakfast. And while the baby had no complaints, the internet sure did. Yes, the comment section was full of opinions coming from places of concern. Proper nutrition is a must. It affects their development. Confusion. What kind of breakfast is this? And even superiority. My child is 4 and she just found out what ice cream is. And while some applaud Alex for showing what realistic motherhood looks like and shared their own stories of what can qualify as breakfast on a bad day for their kids, nutritionally speaking, Bella wasn't receiving an optimal start to the day. See, in the 3 donuts and applesauce pouch, there is a total of 29 grams of sugar, an amount that exceeds the daily recommended intake for toddlers by a few grams. And the iron, vitamin C, and potassium in the products are so little, it doesn't add much nutritional value for the day. But while some viewers made an effort to suggest healthier alternatives, such as scrambled eggs or peanut butter toast and yogurt, it was clear that it wasn't just what was on the plate that had set the internet off. Everything from Alex's expressionless demeanor to throwing the plate, using a spoon to cut the donut, and finally placing the meal down on the trampoline instead of the dining table left viewers with one question: whatever happened to service with a smile? But while the mother's lack of enthusiasm, along with her weight, was enough to make at least one viewer want to cry, it wasn't enough to make users stop watching. Instead, viewers fell down the rabbit hole of looking into Alex's previous posts, leading one video posted just days prior to also go viral. In a change of pace from the pre-packaged breakfast, this time Alex was cooking for her family, or at least attempting to. See, the mother's tools weren't what the comment section would describe as restaurant grade, especially not the stained pot she was working with that looked better suited to a museum than a stovetop. But of course, a solid home cook can always make up for low-grade utensils with quality ingredients and natural talent. Unfortunately for Alex, however, it seemed she possessed neither. And from a small accident while cutting potatoes,
I injured myself trying to cut fries, so someone else had to do it,
to the deadly amount of cooking oil she used for deep frying.
I don't think you added enough oil. I think there's like 2 more bottles to the left. Can you dump those bottles in there?
Alex's remedial skill set was refreshing to some and jaw-dropping to others as they watched her handle raw meat with her open wound and make it rain with a mystery blend of spices that proceeded to burn into the cooking pan. As for the finishing touch, well, unmelted cheese wasn't enough to save this dinner of flaccid fries and blackened burgers from viewer critiques that questioned whether the meal was even edible. Yes, the comment section was rife with criticism, including, "Americans should be banned from cooking. I hope my husband watches this video and appreciates my meals. When I see this, I realize that I do know how to cook." And like the viral donut video, the cherry on top was Alex's expressionless face. Or, as one user sarcastically put it, never seen so much love when cooking. But as brutal as some of these comments were, how do you hate your body to put something like that in there? Everything is disgusting in this video. There were still users that stuck up for Alex, commenting that restaurants used more oil than this, and fries, well, wasn't the fact that they were supposed to be fried implied in the name? And as viewers continued to watch Alex, they only had more to point out, even if it was not food related. Like not making a temporary DIY fix on her broken glasses that were distracting in most videos while she waited for her new pair to arrive. Her heavy breathing despite doing basic tasks. Her supposed sneeze fart when handing her daughters food. Her seemingly coughing on the food. Her daughter's supposedly messy hair in some videos.
Looks brushed to me.
Allowing her daughter to stay glued to the TV during meals.
My garage is awesome! I'm gonna drive in.
The language she allowed around her kids.
That is such. My gun wouldn't shoot.
What happened?
He got you.
Her eldest child seeming aware of the negative comments.
I can't wait to hear the comments.
The lack of energy towards her kids because she's not a morning person.
Mommy.
Yes.
What kind of cold bowl am I getting?
What?
What kind of bowl am I getting? What kind?
You're getting the baby shark. No, baby.
Why?
Because
But smiling and energetic about growth on her TikTok account.
we hit 40K. So I just wanted to say thank you. Here's all my piles of laundry and my sister and my girlfriend.
Hey, the 40K!
Hey!
Allowing her new partner to discipline the children.
Leave her train alone.
You need me to do that?
Why?
Are you sure?
Because I had a call for her this morning, James, about throwing Bella's toys. And I will just watch her throw that train on the ground so she can leave it alone.
And even concerns over Alex's throuple status with questions and statements like, why are the other adults in the home not helping you? So the boyfriend left you for a girl that looks like you, and now he's in a relationship with both of you? Wild. Too focused on a three-way relationship than your kids from two different ways. But perhaps the biggest concern came down to her children, with worry she was overfeeding and not providing enough nutrition, prompting many to leave comments about calling CPS or the police. Viewers even brought up their own experience as a child who were raised in a similar way, warning Alex, I have resentment towards my parents who never gave me healthy stuff regularly. I'm nearing 30 and have a hard time deciding what vegetables to add to my meals so I won't taste them. It's incredibly frustrating. My parents used to feed us takeaways, which led us to being overweight. I am an overweight child due to bad childhood, but I will never let my kids eat junk food 24/7. I want them to be happier than me. Clearly, people were invested in Alex Baby 97. But as her videos continued to go viral, was the rising backlash against the mother warranted or unfounded? To get to the truth of the matter, we've gone through the account's over 800 uploads. And from our findings, well, what's going on in Alex's household is a whole lot more complex than a few viral clips make it seem. When it comes to the meals Alex serves, there are undoubtedly some unhealthy trends that prompt further inquiry, such as, should chicken nuggets be a recurring meal for a 2-year-old?
By the way, they're not burnt, they're just crispy.
Are Cheetos a viable side dish?
They give us some Cheeto Puffs. She loves them.
What is considered too much for a toddler? And most importantly, what actually counts as cooking? After all, with items that came pre-packaged, pre-prepared, and pre-cut, right down to the apple slices Alex served, it was often hard to qualify the mother's meals as home-cooked. In fact, there were times when making dinner just consisted of plating a box of Lunchables or a takeout bag of fast food.
It's kind of a I don't care night because I don't feel good, and I also don't care what anyone has to say about it. So this is Jace's burger. It's huge.
But what about when Alex did cook? Well, it seemed the mother wasn't just heavy-handed with the oil, but with margarine, cheese, salt, and everything else that, in excess, can taint an otherwise healthy meal.
I like saucy chicken.
However, it wasn't just an overdose of seasoning or smothering of sauce that gave Alex's dishes their signature flair. See, whether it was burgers for breakfast or Jell-O with dinner, when it came to what Alex served, nothing was off the table. And this freedom led to inspired meals of mystery meat, boiled sausage, and plates that consisted of such delicacies as still frozen Uncrustables, dismembered cheese strings, and go-go squeezes. But of course, such creative bursts tend to leave an aftermath that can accumulate into unsanitary working conditions. And as viewers were quick to point out, Alex's appliances were in desperate need of a good cleaning, including her stove that, in one video, appeared to be adorned with a dead bug. But while Alex's technique was by no means a Michelin star, and neither were her inventions,
Homemade Cheez-Its.
her most viral videos weren't always representative of what she fed her kids on a daily basis, which often included fruits, vegetables, and balanced meals without a Cheeto or nugget in sight.
And that's their dinner. Homemade mac and cheese, homemade mashed potatoes, French-style green beans, apple slices, carrots, and chicken.
And despite the mother's reluctance to take feedback from others on what she fed her children,
Why didn't they like that I gave you pancakes?
Because they don't like them.
They don't like pancakes? This is from the words of a 4-year-old. You guys don't like that I gave her pancakes because you don't like pancakes.
that didn't mean Alex didn't challenge her children's eating habits.
But can you please try the green beans?
No!
Okay, well, I'm gonna put some on your plate anyway, just in case, okay?
And turns out, the viral donut video wasn't as devastating as people made it out to be.
You are sitting here acting like that's all I give her is donuts, and that's not even accurate. It was a break from eggs, which I make her every single day. I gave her 3 mini donuts and an applesauce because I knew she wouldn't finish it all. So she ate maybe 2 of them and left 1 of them and ate the applesauce.
Neither was the portions in her toddler's meals.
I give my 1-year-old more food than she can eat because she throws most of it. That's why there's always food on the floor on my cleaning videos.
Alex even came with proof that her children were not unhealthy.
This is my 6-year-old. He's not fat. He's a little bit chubby maybe, but he's 6, almost 7. This is my 4-year-old. She's a little bit chubby, but she's not like extremely overweight. She'll be 5 in a couple months. My 4 and my 1-year-old. Definitely not super overweight.
So why did Alex seem to purposely antagonize her audience with unhealthy content? Well, the numbers speak volumes. Before her sudden fame, Alex's videos used to only get a couple thousand views per video, despite the same food plating and cleaning videos. The numbers grew when Alex began responding to negative comments, and even playing into rage baiting. Take, for example, the plate throw at the beginning of Alex's uploads, or the follow-up donut video posted just days after her first video went viral. These were both instances where the creator was playing into her critics' expectations rather than an accurate representation of how she prepared meals.
It started off that it was a joke. People said I seemed angry, so I started doing it more.
There were even times that Alex let viewers in on the joke, like in a video from February where she plated 3 cookies, a side of pretzels, and a whopping topping of marshmallows for her 2-year-old.
And there's her snack.
Before taking items off the plate,
I do not just feed her sugar. Some in moderation, for sure, but not as much as you guys think.
and instead serving a healthier alternative, fruit, cheese, and pretzels.
There's her snack.
Or the time viewers were angry that she plated a handful of candy for her toddler's breakfast.
And there's her breakfast.
Again, only to take it away by the end of the video.
And if you got this far, congratulations. You're seeing me take the candy off. Because it was a joke.
Yes, as Alex herself pointed out, her most viral videos were not her regular meals.
Obviously, you don't watch my videos enough if you think I give her donuts every day.
But viewers were going to hate. Well, as far as the mother was concerned, hate away.
For your information, she'll be having donuts again soon for her birthday. That'll make 3 times of having donuts versus, let's see, she's almost 2, so 730 days?
Still, just as Alex could rise above viewer expectations, she found new ways to offend. For example, when Alex bought her kids a special treat.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Alex, and the other day at the store, got the kids all a different type of marshmallows, so I'm going to give them a little assortment of all of them and see how they like it.
Viewers expected the kids would receive a tasting menu, not a heaping bowl. This time, she did not show herself replacing or reducing the amount of treats, but instead you had to look for confirmation in the comments to find out. In another video, she took viewers on a trip to the grocery store that started off promising with watermelon slices and bananas before donuts, popcorn, Hawaiian rolls, soda, stuffed crust pizza, nuggets, taters, fries, hash browns, Uncrustables, bacon, ham, and Pop-Tarts took over the cart. And this was Alex restraining herself.
You guys know how tempted I am? 2 for $5.
So, what was the explanation for the mother's inconsistencies? Well, perhaps these discrepancies in meal quality came from living paycheck to paycheck. At least, according to Alex's food bank haul in February, this is why her groceries were often lacking when it came to fresh and healthy produce.
That's what we got. And I am so thankful for everything they are able to provide my family when I am between paychecks and can't afford to eat. But a lot of people think that food banks have fresh produce and fruits, and that's just not always the case.
However, a $2,200 GameStop haul from the creator had viewers questioning whether income was to blame for Alex's meals, or if the mother simply failed to budget for bills, groceries, and other expenses. No, it seemed that Alex's food choices, as well as the way she chose to raise her children, didn't come down to money, but parenting style. By this point, you've probably heard of crunchy moms. You know, those parents who pride themselves on how organic, grass-fed, or sustainable their lifestyle is.
What was I thinking inviting my entire Wild and Free group over for an art class? All the crunchy moms. I gotta get rid of this.
Well, according to Alex, she was the antithesis to this parenting style, the silky mom.
Silky moms are seen as the more modern mom. Silky moms also have no problem giving their kids formula if it's needed, or sweets, or chicken nuggets every once in a while, that kind of thing.
And this explained how she parented.
I'm a silky mom, and of course, my kids have unlimited screen time. I'm a silky mom. That means that my 4-year-old has 2 tablets, my 1-year-old has 1, and my son has a Switch. Of course, my kids have TVs in their room.
Her mindset involving food.
I'm a silky mom, so of course, I've always got stuff like corn dogs and chicken nuggets. I'm a silky mom, so naturally this is the kind of cereal my kids eat. I'm a silky mom, so of course my kids have access to snacks. So if my kids want candy, they can have candy.
And housework.
I'm a silky mom, so of course my house is never gonna be spotless.
But was the uproar Alex had stirred really about her parenting, or something deeper? No matter what a parent posts online, there will be someone in the comment section telling them everything they did wrong. Whether it's a video from Donut Mom,
I feed her healthier, and then you guys still have a problem with that. You guys are gonna find a problem with literally anything I do with my kids.
or just a dad cooking his family spaghetti with what the internet deemed to be the wrong seasoning and technique. However, as TikTok momfluencer Bailey pointed out, there might be some double standards in the way viewers have treated Alex compared to other parents online.
I see creators on this app every single day that have 1 million or so followers and fit the traditional standard of beauty, will make their kids junk. They will go spend $500+ at the grocery store on mostly junk, and no one says anything, probably because they're popular and they're skinny.
Clearly, this was not Alex's experience.
That's exactly what it is. They see a big and all of a sudden it's a problem. If I was skinny and I gave my daughter donuts, even if I gave her like 5 or 6 donuts, they wouldn't say nothing. They'd be like, you're such a good mom. You're giving her such a good childhood. But because I'm big, I need to feed her fruits and veggies for every single meal and can't ever give her a break from the healthy
According to Bailey, the truth was no mom, no matter how hard they tried, was perfect 24/7.
Am I a mom that mostly, largely cooks home-cooked meals? Do I try and buy organic as much as possible? Yes, I'm that mom. And yet sometimes, you know what she eats? Cake pops, donuts, french fries, cookies, because she deserves to live a little bit. Because sometimes, while it's not the best, sometimes moms, we're not at our best. Sometimes we lack a little bit.
And while Bailey acknowledged the internet shouldn't settle for mediocrity, that didn't mean Alex or any other mom that fed their kids junk food from time to time was committing some sort of mortal sin.
Should bare minimum parenting be something that we are condoning or promoting? Absolutely not. Should feeding them junk every day be the standard? Absolutely not. But I have enough empathy and common sense to understand that the vast majority of moms are not doing that.
But if Alex isn't entirely to blame for what she feeds her kids, who, or rather what, is? Well, the cost of groceries, especially healthy food, means quality items can be the least accessible.
But the reality is, it is so much cheaper for the lower quality foods than to buy organic or to make things at home versus sending prepackaged items.
And while there are still affordable healthy options if you buy seasonally, use coupons, or visit discount stores, perhaps the issue isn't so much with income, but education. After all, it's possible that Alex doesn't know how damaging the food she's feeding her children really can be.
Potatoes are literally vegetables. Potatoes are vegetables, and almost every time she has french fries, I make them homemade from potatoes.
Some viewers were shocked to hear this, writing, "Not fried! I am using this on my next diet." With that concept, vodka is also a veggie. There's also the matter of Alex's mental health. See, while viewers were quick to draw conclusions about the creator's family life from her deadpan performance in the kitchen, the mother denied their accusations, even bringing her kids in to testify.
A lot of you guys say in my videos that I look depressed and that I look like I hate my kids. First of all, I don't hate my kids. I love my kids more than anything else in this entire world. Do you think I hate you?
No, you love him.
Do you think I hate you?
No, you love me.
Yes, I do.
She did, however, open up about why her energy could be summarized as low.
But I do have depression, OCD, ADD, PTSD, anxiety, issues sleeping, and chronic nightmares.
These diagnoses could explain the state of her kitchen and her low-effort meals, as what might look like the bare minimum to viewers could be all the mother could manage.
They're eating, and some days are like that.
Then there was the fact that Alex was cooking for children, a demographic that isn't exactly known for their refined palates. And while her older kids were more game to try new things,
I like some in mine.
It's granola. Will you at least try it?
Sure. So I'll try
Thank
some.
you.
when it came to 2-year-old Bella, well, she was set in her ways. According to Alex, chicken nuggets were her youngest daughter's safe food, and when she tried to feed her healthier options, her daughter refused.
Every time I feed her vegetables on camera and like a different type of meat that's not chicken nugget, off camera, I have to make her chicken nuggets. Because I'd rather my baby eat than make y'all happy.
Yes, food that didn't come in nugget form was often thrown on the floor or was left to go cold on the plate. And while people blamed the mother for not teaching her daughter, writing, "Safe food? How do you think she got that way? She's 1. Food habits are taught. Guarantee if you don't introduce unhealthy foods, they won't ask you for that food." Experts shared their thoughts. Pediatric occupational therapist Kim, the OT, pointed out that the foods Bella gravitates towards often requires less advanced motor skills.
The applesauce is a puree, and the powdered donuts are more of a soft food. What this tells me is that possibly her daughter might not have the oral motor skills to eat foods that are of more challenging textures and mixed texture foods, like a scrambled eggs with bacon mixed in, or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Textural issues and limited motor skills are common issues among toddlers. which is why you'll often see parents hiding veggies in soups, smoothies, or sauces to help get their kids the nutrition they need.
If her daughter is struggling with picky eating related to sensory differences around textures of foods and also challenges with oral motor skills, it's going to be harder for that child to eat quote-unquote healthy foods.
But then again, it wasn't just the food Alex served that had piqued viewers' interest. See, by this point, Alex's account was pretty much its own TV show, with guest appearances from side characters, recurring themes, and a committed viewership with their own inside jokes. And like other programs, what interested viewers the most was the romance at the heart of the account.
So I wanted to show you guys what I got my girlfriend and boyfriend for Valentine's Day.
Yes, there were users that were shocked Alex had one partner, let alone two.
Hi! Someone said there was no way I had a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Are you jealous because you can't pull two at the same time?
However, to others, the fact that Alex was polyamorous was the missing piece of the puzzle. Everything makes sense now. But while some users poked fun at the throuple, never seen anyone attractive in a poly relationship. I speak for every human being on this planet when I say we are not jealous. Sibling by chance, throuple by choice. Others were concerned. And despite Alex's assurances that everything in the relationship had been handled above board,
and him and our girlfriend, our now girlfriend, were just talking. They weren't together, and they didn't start talking until me and him broke up for like the day. He didn't cheat on me or anything like that with her.
And that there was no third wheel in this dynamic.
I see comments all the time saying he prefers her over me, or he prefers me over her. He doesn't hello. He doesn't prefer anyone over the other. We all love each other equally.
Even those who were polyamorous themselves saw warning signs. As one user commented, "So I'm in a poly relationship, and the way you described how you became in one is unsettling. Your man left you and got with someone else and then was in her live when she was answering people's questions about it. Like, hey, if you want me back, then you need to be with her as well. That mentality has me going crazy. You're not a true poly relationship." Others, however, were more concerned about the potential effects the relationship could have on the children, especially if one person was cut from the relationship. Unfortunately, by late March, that had already happened.
James and I are no longer with D.
And while it seemed like Alex was trying to protect the kids from the fallout,
kids don't understand breakups. They don't understand why someone moves out, someone's not with us anymore. So our kids still talk to her. Our son still plays Fortnite with her. I'm not going to talk bad about her. We are still good friends with her.
a friend of Danny's posted allegations that were damaging enough to ruin Alex and James's life. She alleged James is still into Danny, but won't leave Alex because of the kids. Yet, James allegedly resorted to DV on the kids when Danny left. James allegedly told the friend that Alex also uses DV on the kids, and the only reason he didn't report it to Child Services is because he's just as guilty. Danny's friend also pointed out Alex's lazy behavior, such as allegedly making Danny get up with the kids in the morning, allegedly not taking care of her health to the point basic tasks make her lips turn blue, and allegedly not preventing her son from getting a concussion from threatening to take his own life, even adding she didn't advocate for her own son at the hospital. To sum it all up, Danny's friend accused Alex of caring more about TikTok than her children because she didn't take full custody of her son, who was allegedly mistreated at his biological father's house. As for Alex's TikTok career, there was an accusation about that too. Allegedly, Alex was not reporting her earnings to various government assistance organizations, and even her own mother, who bought the kids Easter baskets. These are damaging allegations, and outright dangerous for the kids if true. So, Alex was forced to respond.
There was a video posted about me that is full of lies, and someone is upset their friend got broken up with.
She denied and debunked all the claims she could, from childcare responsibilities.
First of all, I do get up with my kids. Dee did not and was not the only one to get up with my kids. I also am the primary one to take care of my children.
Use of DV.
James is not, nor has he ever threatened anyone with violence.
the apparent downfall of their relationship,
My man does not want D. He wanted to be friends with D.
use of financial assistance,
I do make good money on TikTok, but I don't get government assistance, so there's no one to report to.
lying to family,
My mom doesn't know how much I make. She just wanted to make their Easter baskets.
Alex's laziness,
I can't open a can without my lips turning blue. I am anemic.
and finally, what happens at her ex's house.
Jace is not abused or neglected at his dad's house.
Alex, however, did not deny that her son had recently been taken to the hospital after he threatened to take his own life, and that she not only allowed his father in the room, but allowed him to take the 7-year-old home.
I did send him back to his dad's after he said that he didn't want to go back. That is because he goes to a private school and he was going to lose his place.
Alex also did not deny that she doesn't have her children full-time, but explained her situation.
I do want my kids full-time. I have asked their dad multiple times, but I cannot have the kids full-time at the school zone that I am at because Jace was mistreated at that school zone last year.
Despite Alex's insistence that her children were part of a loving household,
I always advocate for my kids. I don't hurt my kids. I don't mistreat my kids. I can't imagine talking about someone's child on a public platform because you're upset that your friend got broken up with.
viewers weren't so sure. After all, some claimed they'd seen James threaten violence in the comment section before, and that Alex herself had admitted to physically punishing their kids months ago, an allegation the creator somewhat denied, replying back, "No, I said I used to, years ago." However, viewers had the nagging suspicion that the same way Alex seemed to tune her children out during her videos, she was ignoring clear pleas for help from a child she was supposed to protect.
Does mommy ever smile?
Yeah, you do.
I love you.
Leaving users to wonder, are we witnessing the rise of the internet's next Ruby Frankie?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep feeding her chicken nuggets. I'm gonna feed them to her even more when you guys get mad about it. Like she's y'all's kid or something. If you've got a problem with how I feed my kid, come feed her. I'll give you my address and you can come cook her food.
For now, allegations remain allegations. Motherhood, it can be a thankless task, and online criticism can make it all the worse.
Have y'all never had a donut, like ever in y'all's life? Feeding any child is not abuse. I care about their well-being, and some mornings I don't feel like cooking.
But as the debate over Alex's content continues to unfold,
am I wrong in thinking that giving your kid a donut for breakfast like once a month is really not that big of a deal?
If you want to do that to yourself, it's one thing, but if you're not in a position where you can like feed your children properly or want to feed them properly, same with pets, then don't have children, don't have pets.
It's so important not to shame parents because we don't know the history with that child and with that parent and what's happening right now with the eating habits.
this story has taken an unexpected turn.
I refuse to stoop as low as you two and talk badly about you guys and on y'all's name because those 3 children, unfortunately, care about Dee.
That makes a deep-fried breakfast the least of the viewers' concerns.
I don't ignore my kids. Most of the time, if you hear a question on camera and I don't answer it, they've already asked it 17 other times before I started recording. I'm not a bad mom.
This is the story of Alex Baby 97, the momfluencer whose attempts to keep it real has the internet keeping score. Before you go, don't forget to check out Love and Pies, a merging game filled with delicious desserts and a mystery drama romance storyline.